Hello and welcome to TA for Traders. It's Tuesday the 14th of November. In this video I'll be looking at the charts on wheat, which you can see on TradingView using the code WHEATUSD. What we'll see is that on the longer term chart, the weekly chart, there is a potential head and shoulder formation. We'll see that on the daily we've moved below the moving averages and really wheat looks vulnerable. Let's look at those charts. So starting with the weekly, and as I pointed out in the introduction, there's a potential head and shoulder formation, and really you don't need to be a rocket scientist to see it. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder. And really it'll take a fall below the low of the week of 30th of October, which is about 4.04 for that to confirm the head and shoulder formation. We would then be expecting a downside probably to 3.6, if not lower, certainly to test these supports that are seen back in August 2016 and December 16, which are around about the 3.7 level. Otherwise, on this weekly chart, the 20-week moving average has rolled down. We did get some support from the rising 50, but we've been below there now for 4 weeks, so that's subsided, and that will start to roll over the next few weeks. Momentum is slightly negative. The RSI is at 45.36, and likewise the MACD are moving down and they're below zero, and the short term has just moved below the longer term indicating a sell sign. Moving on to the daily, and here the head and shoulder is all the charts, so a left shoulder and then the head up here in the highs of July, and then the right shoulder from August through to now. Also, this right shoulder is in a slight downtrend. You can see that we're getting a progression of lower highs and lower lows. That would need a break above the high of the 10th of November to be broken. I'll just give you that figure now. That is at 4.243. So if we can get above 4.243, then the picture may improve. But as I've said, there is concerns. Also a concern on this daily chart is that we've now moved back below both the 50 and the 20 day moving average. The 20's already started to roll down. The 50 will be rolling down shortly. When they crossed, it wasn't a bearish cross on the 1st of November because the 50 was slightly moving upwards. And at the moment, the longer term picture still looks okay because the 200 day is still moving up. So be aware of that. I mean, on the upside, if we can break that 4.24, break that pattern of lower highs, then if we get above that 200 day, that could give a push through the resistance at 4.38. But at the moment, I'm favouring the downside, and one of the reasons is this lack of upside momentum. You can see that the RSI is just really range trading around the 50, presently at 48.37, which is slightly below 50, indicating negative momentum. It's also starting to go back into a downtrend. MACD are virtually on zero and flat lining. Going on to the 4-hour picture, here you can see that the 200 has rolled down, and that's moving down with the 20. 50 still moving up, but that will start to roll over the next few periods of 4-hour trading. So I'd say the next couple of days that will be starting to flatten out. It'll be very interesting to see where it's at when the 20 comes down to meet it. Is the 50 still going to be going up, or will it have rolled down? If it's rolled down, that could be a very bearish indicator, because all three averages will be together, and when that happens you do tend to get quite a big move. Momentum is again negative. The RSI is down at 43.86 and indicating negative momentum as it's in a downtrend, and the MACD, the short term, tracking below the longer term, indicating negative momentum, and they're very close to zero. Looking at support and resistance levels, there's resistance at the 200 4-hour, that's 4.1838, and then at the 50-day, which is at 4.19, with supports coming in from the lows of the 8th of November, 4.09, and second support at the low of 31st October, 4.042. So that's been TA for traders, having a look back at the wheat price. The conclusions should be that there's a head and shoulder possibility. On the daily, the move below the 20 and 50 averages is a worry. Momentum turning negative on all three charts. You must watch those key supports, and if there's no upside quickly, it does look vulnerable. Many thanks for watching this video. Please do remember, these videos are my opinion and they're not an investment recommendation.